Hi everyone, welcome back to Colouring with Kate. Thank you for joining me today. So I hope you're all doing well and everything is going good for you. So in this video I'm going to unbox some Silky gel crayons from Grabie, and I'd just like to thank Grabie again for allowing me to have a look at these and to test them out on my channel. So I will link the information if you are interested in purchasing these Silky crayons. So we have the thank you note, much thanks. So we open this and then we have our crayons. Now I did open this beforehand. There was a plastic seal, sort of a plastic seal all over the box here, so just wanted to quickly check them out. I didn't look at them for long, so there we go. So this is what the box looks like. 36 colours we have. It's a Silky crayon here, and I do really like the box. It's quite smart looking, and so we just remove the cover there. And those are our crayons. So let's have a look at say this red one here. So it says Silky crayon on top, and then there's some writing there which I can't read, and it says HIMI on there, but that's about it. It's got the colour marking there, so you know what colour you've got. I really like the shape of it, and then I have tested it out there a little bit, you can see, and then just like a lipstick you can sort of turn it up and sort of twist it, should I say, so you can get some out there. So that's it. Now there are no names on here or colour numbers, but you know, that's fine, because what I usually do is I bought these self-adhesive labels a while ago, and you know, for pencils that have no names and things, and what I'll do is I'll just put these probably on the on this bit here on the lid, so that I know which colours they are. So I've actually not swatched out any of my other Silky crayons, so these will probably be the first ones that I swatch out. So I'm going to use green, I think, for this one. So I'm going to label them all up, and then I will be back and we will swatch these out. Okay, so I've finished putting all my number stickers on the top of the Silky crayons, and then I noticed that this is the order that they came in. So the colour order is a little bit odd, because we've got some light blues and blues here, then we go to the greens, and then we've got black, grey, I think this is a gold, and then we go back to some blues. So a little bit odd, but it doesn't matter. We'll see what they look like. Now with these Silky crayons, I'm just going to show you how I usually use them, but you can put them down on paper. So for instance, if you've got this orange and we put them directly down onto the paper, they're beautiful and silky and smooth, just like a lipstick. And then if you try to move them, they will move, you can see. So you can blend them out like this because they're so soft and smooth, but you've still got the lines from where you initially put it down, and you don't really want that, unfortunately. Now my brush that I'm using, it needs to be cleaner. I've sort of realised that, so I'm just going to clean that a little bit. So what I usually do is I have this palette. You can just use like a chopping board surface on, you know, for if there's an old chopping board that you don't use, and I usually put the colour down on there, and then I pick it up with my brush off there, and then I apply it. So you can see that in that way you don't have the, you know, line there, which is something that you really, you know, want to avoid. So yeah, and then what I do to clean off my board is I just use a baby wipe. So I just use a baby wipe, and you can see it comes off very easily. And basically just wipe it with a tissue then, and that's it. And then I do want to get as much of this residual colour off the brush as possible, and you can wash these brushes, as I found. They wash really well, and then you can just reuse them. So let's get started with swatching them and see what they look like. So I'm going to use them with my little brush. I have got a smaller brush, so I might actually use this little one here. So let's start with number one. Now number one is white, so I only need a little bit, don't I? I don't need a lot. So just try to pick that up. I'm not sure you will see this much, but I can see it just about. That's the white. Okay, which it's not going to pick it up as easily because it's on a white background. And then we have this yellow. Oh gosh, this is luminous. Luminous. So again, pick it up. Should bring you in a little bit because you are a bit far right now. Yeah, let's bring you in. There we go. I don't think I have a fluorescent one. So I'm just wiping off my brush as much as I can. You know, on the side there. And then we have a yellow here, which I'm going to pick up. This is number 3. These are the I have got 2 other packs of Silky crayons. I haven't swatched those out. These I received from Grabie to show on my channel, so I thought these can be my first crayons, gel crayons to swatch. So this is a darker yellow, you can see here, so pick that up. Got some on my finger there. Yep, that's a brighter yellow, you can see. I'm just thinking, should I actually just do the main, just put it down on the page and then do it, because it'll be faster, won't it? Because I'm not using it on a picture at the moment. So this is a peachy sort of colour. It's quite nice. Yeah, let's try that out and just see what might be a bit faster. So put that down and then just use my brush to, yeah, you can see that you get the line there, which I don't really like the look of, to be honest. So this is a darker colour, darker orange. Yes, I think I'll continue how I have been doing, just putting it on my palette first. Now, I don't want to bore you silly here. And I already think I am boring you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue with the rest off camera, and then I'll show you all the swatches, because you can see how I'm using them anyway. So I put them down on my palette and then just pick it up with my brush. And place it on the paper. Okay, so I'll do the rest on off camera, sorry, and then I'll come back and I'll show you my completed swatch. See you in a sec. Okay, so I've swatched all the colours out of the Silky crayons, so you can see them here. They are really nice colours. They are more on the bright side. I would have liked some more muted tones, but generally I do like them. They're very vibrant and pigmented. So yep, those are those, and then I'll show you the second sheet as well. I particularly like this number 21, and there are a couple of metallics. I think this one is a silver, and the gold seems more shiny than the silver, although I can see the silver a little bit shiny there. But yes, some really nice colours. Now, just to remind you that these are water soluble pigments, so I just tried one out here, but I thought I'd just try this out. That was an orange. We can try this purple out, and maybe a this green. It's very bright, so they're quite bright colours. Muted, a few more muted colours would have been nice, but still. So yeah, you can see that they dissolve very well, I've got to say. Compared to some of my other Silky crayons, they do dissolve well. Not as well as, say, you know, your water soluble pencils, but watercolour soluble pencils, but they're not bad. I guess if you're going to use them like this as water soluble crayons, then I would make sure that I apply them really lightly. So why don't we check if let's just use the purple again, and this time I will put some on my palette, and then put some down on here, and then try to move it and see what we get instead. So put that aside, and then just, yeah, if you apply it this way, you're going to get a better, come on water, you're going to get a better outcome in terms of, you know, not leaving lines. Like you can see, there is a little bit of lines there, but they do dissolve better than some of my other Silky crayons. So yeah, if you apply them first on a palette and then pick them up with the makeup brush and then apply the water, that might be a better way of doing it. So that is pretty much it for the Silky crayons swatch. I will link them below. Now I'm just thinking, shall I try a little bit of them on a background page just to show you? I have this beautiful picture from Kevin Teo Art on Etsy, so if you're interested, I have got a separate video on this where I'm introducing him as an artist. He has got books available on Amazon, and he has an Etsy shop as well with PDF pages that you can buy. So I'm just thinking, shall I do a little bit of a background on here? It might be worth it. I'm not even sure what colour, because what colour do we think? I think a blue would look nice. A bluey green. Yeah, maybe. Yep, bluey green. So, and maybe a bit of purple. So let's start with 17. So I think we will start, actually what I might do is I might start with 21. So let's start with 21. Right, that's the one at the door, so I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so let's get started. Just pick my glasses up so I can actually see a little clearer. So yeah, I'm going to start with 21. So I think this colour would look quite nice, 21, and then we'll go with a bit of this 18. So keeping it pretty light, and then 17 looks good as well, and then 19 and 20 look quite similar, so I might go with a bit of 19. Right, so let's go with, hope they don't roll over, roll off my desk, so I better put them here. Okay, so I'm going to start with the 21, and I probably won't do the whole picture, but I'll do some of it. So get some of that 19 down. Right. Let me see. Let's see if I've got any other brushes. Oh yeah, there we go. I've got a brush there. Another brush that's cleaner. So I'm just gonna put that in here, bring you in a bit closer. Now with my other crayons, if I did go over some of my picture, it would allow me to erase it, so I'm assuming this will be the same. Oh, I'm hoping. Oops, I think I picked up the wrong one then. Was it 21? That's it, 21. So you can see I've gone over a little bit there, and I'm just going to use this Tomboy eraser to see if it comes off. Oops. It does come off a little bit, but not massively. But I'm sure I'll be able to cover that. So a bit more of the 21. Just going to do this side of the picture using the smallest brush at the moment. A little bit under his leg here. So yeah, these crayons do go down on here on the paper nice and smoothly. They work just like the other crayons, the Silky crayons. It is a bigger pack at, you know, you get 36 in the pack, so that's quite nice. You've seen the swatches. And yeah, I will link them in the description below. Now I'm not going to add water to this, I don't think. I usually use my Silky crayons dry. Oh, I forgot to do that part of the giraffe, you know, the sort of hairs on its neck. Right, so let's get a bit more of the 21 and get a bigger brush. And then I'm going to get a bit of my number 18, I think it is, yep, which is a slightly different colour. So like I say, if you haven't got a chopping board, sorry, a palette like this from like Caran d'Ache, you can just use a chopping board that you don't use for cooking or chopping, and then you can use the rough surface on it. It's not massively necessary to buy this actual board. You can use a chopping board like I say. So now I've got some of this blue to put in here. I'm just going to blend it in there. I think the blue looks really nice, and the bluey green background looks really nice, you know, in against the yellow of the giraffe. A bit more of the original green colour. So these are quite light colours that I'm using. I didn't go for the dark colours, but I mean I can darken the edges. I want to make the border a bit darker, so I may do that. I'm not sure yet. I think I'll wash these brushes once I've used them for this picture. So yeah, a bit more of my two original colours. Go back to my small brush because I just need to fill in this bit here. There we go. And there as well. I think that's looking okay actually. So yeah, I'm going to continue like that with the picture and sort of finish off my background. But yeah, I'll show you what I've done so far. There you go. You can see it's forming a really nice background, and it's particularly useful as a background medium for people who don't really like to use water in their books, or you know, on their pages. So yeah, I will probably use a darker blue for the edges as well. But yeah, I am very happy with these Silky crayons, and I will be using them, continuing to use them on my pages and in my books. So I will link the information below if you are interested in purchasing these Silky crayons. And it just remains for me to say take care until next time. Happy colouring. Bye.